The following video was recorded by a young man from Oregon. Being an urban explorer, he always had a big interest in abandoned tunnels, sewers and the likes. He states that he and even some of his friends could hear some pretty inexplicable noises coming from the sewer tunnels in his hometown. One night, he foolishly decided to investigate these tunnels by himself.
I'm coming up on the tunnel right now. I'm hearing the noises inside the tunnel, and hello? 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 I don't want to hurt you. 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 I just...
The man states that he ran as fast as he could and made sure to never return to these tunnels. Now, obviously the footage is not the best, and even remastering it didn't reveal much more detail for us. Many people think that this looks similar to the ray creature. And if not, what else could it be? If it wasn't a hoax, of course. This is another pretty infamous recording that was caught by a couple of friends who were exploring a supposedly haunted tunnel system. Many legends speak about the strange and inexplicable captures that had been taken in there over the years. Apparently, even a few people had lost their lives in there on adventure trips or other unexplained occasions, so it is believed that the souls of these poor folks could still be roaming the tunnels. After scouting out the systems for more than an hour, something really creepy unfolded right in front of the camera lens.
One bite. Yep.
Now turn off the...
Okay, turn off the lights.
You see anything?
Yeah. Toss it down. Dude, it's not bright enough. Crack the other one. That was lovely.
Let me try to take the other one too.
I don't think you're throwing out enough light here.
Anything?
What the?
Dude, what the fuck? I can't see.
The second, one of the young men is igniting his glow sticks. Out of the darkness behind him, there appears a scary looking face, and it's peeking over his shoulders. Of course, they made it out of there as quick as they could. But what makes this incident even more sinister is the creepy noises that we can hear at the end of the video, which most likely stem from something else in these tunnels.
Dude, what the fuck? I can't see.
What a terrifying night for them. A big shout out to today's video sponsor, Established Titles. Established Titles is a project based on a historic Scottish custom, where landowners are referred to as lords, or lords and ladies in English. It allows you the right to purchase a small plot of land, which in return grants you, the buyer, the right to call themselves lord or lady. Look at this beautiful certificate, Lord Frostmare. Doesn't that just look and sound fitting? It will prove your title, and you'll also find your very own unique plot number of land on there. Getting this certificate also means that you could officially change your name to Lord or Lady and get it on your credit card or other documents. Another amazing fact is that Established Titles will plant a tree for every plot that's being sold to preserve the beautiful woodlands of Scotland. They support global charities like One Tree Planted and Trees for the future and their global reforestation efforts. It is also the perfect way to surprise your loved ones. Why not getting a couple package for you and your partner, where you can get adjoining plots of land? It's really a perfect last-minute gift. The first 200 people purchasing a title pack using my link will effectively be next to my plot, and we can build our little Frostmare kingdom together. Established Titles is actually running a Black Friday sale. Plus, if you use the code KingFrostmare, you get an additional 10% off. Go to establishedtitles.com/KingFrostmare to get your gifts now and help support the channel. Below Paris, there lies a labyrinth of ancient tunnels and mass graves that are known as the catacombs. They have been inaccessible for many years, and to make it even creepier, they are mostly unmapped. Without anybody knowing the exact layout. One day, a video camera was found, supposedly the last footage of an adventurer that went missing down there. It was picked up by another group of explorers, and what they found on the footage was simply terrifying. I tried to remaster the footage as best as I could. Let's see.
It's very bizarre. So basically he's filming what he's seeing very deep inside the catacombs, other than the point of view shots or pictures of bones. Human bones. This person occasionally stops and he photographs bones, often in the shape of an arrow. These arrows point in a direction. Occasionally also he stops to photograph roomfuls of bones, which means that he's very deep inside the catacombs. What happened to him? Nobody knows. I mean, there are 400 miles of tunnels like this. People have been painting in the catacombs for centuries. So it is possible with these paintings that we may be able to retrace an itinerary to some extent. After about 40 minutes of these point of view shots, the person begins to walk faster and faster. Then he begins to run. We hear his breathing get louder and louder, as though something was scaring him. He's frightened. Occasionally he stops, perhaps to try to decide which way to run among all the many different corridors. He's running faster and faster and faster, deeper and deeper into the catacombs. And all of a sudden, and it keeps rolling until it runs out of tape.
The man recording the footage has never been found, and the tape baffled many experts at the time. Did this explorer just get lost? Or was he perhaps afraid of something? Afraid of something that he saw? Other theories state that he might have lost his mind at the time. Maybe something drove him mad, and he disappeared into the dark tunnels, never to be seen again. It's quite creepy, and one of the most mysterious found footage tapes to ever be released. The story goes that the following video was recorded by a young man who was out this night with a group of friends to investigate the supposedly haunted tunnels in his area. They had to drive for a long time, making it along an old mountain road for several hours. And after they made it, they took a quick rest in front of an old walkway, which led right into the tunnel systems. They stated that they didn't record anything interesting in the tunnels. However, they noticed an odd moment, which was captured minutes before they decided to take the walkway to the tunnels. It would appear that an eerie figure can be seen in the back, walking along the pathway. Which is strange, because only moments later, this figure had disappeared, making the group believe that this might have been a spirit making its way out of the tunnels. Could this be so? Really hard to say. This video was shared by Night Ghost House, and we can see a man who was venturing to the haunted Drakelow tunnels in Kidderminster. He was hoping to make contact with one of the lost souls that might still be roaming inside these old tunnels. Equipped with a spirit box, he started to talk to them.
Are you stuck here?
Is it possible that a spirit was manifesting right in front of his ghost box? The man certainly believes that we are seeing the face of a spirit here. And mixed with the response we got, maybe this is the case. How eerie. Now we are taking a look at some CCTV footage, which stems from an old sewer tunnel system located somewhere in Europe. The story goes that a lot of sketchy stuff was going on in these systems back in the day, and that to this day workers still see the eerie outlines of spirits down there. Apparently, the following footage is showing us one of these instances. A woman seems to appear at the end of the sewer tunnels, but also the light flickers just moments before she appears on camera. That's quite strange. And as mysteriously as she appears, she vanishes. Only moments after that, there is a dark shadow that is making it towards the end of the tunnel as well. Which is pretty inexplicable to many. What do you think happened here? I couldn't say, to be honest. The following is a video that was uploaded by two urban explorers from Russia who state that they had come across a mysterious creature that night. They were venturing through an old tunnel system that led into a building which was right next to a bunker. They didn't know much about it and investigated it by pure chance. However, they discovered something in one of the rooms that caused them to probably never set foot into one of these again.
Ты видел, что там, блядь, было-то? И что? А ты сзади видел, что? Что это было? Ты видел провода? Охереть. Это что было? Зачем мы сюда пошли, скажи мне? Просто зачем мы сюда пошли? Так, идем. Я же говорю, сразу туда идти надо. Это что? Охуеть!
Many comments state that this could in fact be another rake encounter. People do think that this does look pretty similar to it, but of course these are just speculations. Could it perhaps just be a creepy person that was scaring these two explorers? Or was it a hoax after all? Let me hear what you guys think. The following is one of the later explorations of one of our favorite urbexers, Urbex Hill, who investigated an old water tunnel that night. Many of you know him for being one of the bravest explorers known to the internet, and tonight his bravery was put to a test once more when coming across something scary down there.
Initially, after hearing the stories online of people seeing creatures within tunnels, I figured the stories were a little embellished, but the deeper I traversed inside these tunnels, I stumbled across a creature that is worse than anything I could have imagined. As the floodwaters in the tunnels rose, it began to get rather difficult to continue walking due to the loss of traction, making it difficult to see and breathe. This exploration was extremely dangerous. Because of all the noise from the rushing water, I had to lower the audio, making it hard to hear anything I was saying at the time.
Urbex has come across a scary looking creature in the distance that seemingly was staring at Urbex's camera. And then there appears to be a second pair of eyes of a creature that seems to be super tall as well. Urbex made it out of there unscathed. He never found out what these things were. The following is an exploration from Exploración MX, an urban explorer who loves adventures to abandoned caves, tunnels and even cemeteries. Tonight he made it into an old abandoned mine tunnel system, and while recording and explaining his viewers all the different things that he could capture this night, something quite eerie unfolded.
Bueno, aquí vamos a ir hacia la izquierda. Y bueno, estoy pensando a ver si no está... ¿Qué se escucha? ¿Escucharon eso? Ahí está, ¿lo escuchan? Es como un silbido. No, creo que mejor voy a...
Exploración MX had no idea what made those creepy whistling noises at the time. And then it sounded like something was dragging on the tunnel floor. A bit too much for the man. And he decided to search for the exit right after. Some people think that this might have been an animal perhaps. Do you think this could be true? Timothy, a young explorer from Canada, went to check out an old storm drain with a couple of friends the following night. He states that he got suspicious of that storm drain one day after seeing something move in there pretty fast. What was supposed to be a fun adventure turned into something quite unsettling for the group. Something fast and inhumane seems to be running at the group of friends, and of course they exit the tunnel immediately after. Unfortunately, it's not clear If this was a mysterious creature or something paranormal perhaps. But it certainly is nightmare material.